Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Anime Mega Reviews, and today I got Black Clover chapter 280 spoiler review. I think I got that right. Should be 280. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. However, I think that it should be 280. But anyway, guys, look, it's early in the morning. It's like 5 o'clock where I'm at. But I gotta say, these spoilers are so epic. And it started off with like a leak because apparently this right here is the first page of this chapter. We see our boy Jack. He is still alive, but he is hurting right now. And apparently, I guess that this was accidentally leaked. I had no idea when I first saw it on Twitter. And apparently, I guess Viz had accidentally leaked it because it's also in like the English translation. And I didn't think that was actually, like I had to double check. And I was like, hold up. Was this fan translated like already? But apparently, yeah. So this is the first page of this week's spoiler chapter, and these are the two demons. And apparently, I believe that the female demon, its name is Lilith. However, the other one, I'm not exactly too sure. I know it starts with like a N or an M. But Noct, I believe he does know the name of these two demons. So that's pretty interesting just to see that as well. Now, something very interesting is that I'm going to kind of make a small little theory or maybe kind of observation that we have seen so far in these past two chapters about the devils and demons in the underworld. And I think that has a lot to do with Libe as well. And I think that he was sort of out of place to begin with. And maybe we actually might have an answer to his origin story, even going further back than what we originally saw. So also, guys, look, Yuki Tabata, let's give him a round of applause because he's really doing his thing with just the art. It looks so amazing. It just looks so beautiful, quite frankly. I mean, even though, again, like he's drawing disgusting looking demons, just monsters. However, when you really look at it and observe it, these things are just scary. It's like literally just apocalypse is happening right now in the Black Clover universe, and this is just the first gate, guys. Like, that's the one thing that I just had to keep reminding myself when I was just looking over these chapters. I was just like, yo, this is only the first gate. Like, this is not even, literally, there are 6 more left to open. Can you guys imagine what's going to happen when literally the 6th gate is open? And I just assume that the demons and the devils are going to be just more powerful to begin with. And that's when we see like this beautiful arc right here. The demons are covering the castle. They're attacking everything. We see the Eye of the Midnight Sun villains. They're down. Well, they're not villains anymore. You know, they're Clover Kingdom sort of anti-heroes right now. And they're really just observing everything from the ground. And there's not really much that they could do right now. Now, of course, there are other Clover Kingdom captains. However, most likely they're going to be dealing with the demons that are attacking the citizens, because we know that, look, the captains at the end of the day, although they want to take down the Dark Triad, they also have to, you know, save some of the Spade Kingdom citizens that are obviously going to be killed if these demons are allowed to just run rampant all over the place. And also the demon that Merla Leona had killed is back and is way more powerful than it was before. And our boy Zenon. Now, this is, again, guys, this is just a fan translation, but this is apparently what I've heard on Twitter. Apparently, Zenon at 70% wasn't strong enough to block Yuno's attack. So I don't know when Yuno was about to do it, like he powered himself up to 70%, and that's the reason why, you know, we saw what we saw. However, look, if that's true, let's really give kudos to Yuno. I know some people in the channel really think I hate Yuno, but look, if it's true, it's true. Then our boy Yuno has really gained power in terms of leaps and bounds. But this panel right here is what I really want to talk about. All the Dark Triad members go 100%. Now, this, because of the way that it's folded, we can't really see Dante, but I just assume that's fire as well. But let's talk about Vanica and Zenon just for a second. Our boy Zenon looked like he hopped right out of a page from Bleach. I don't know if you guys remember just even the hollows and just Bleach in general. We can just look at Zenon and say, hey, look, like that looks like that. Vanica, I like her design as well. It's awesome. It pretty much just fits her character. Yuki Tabata is really going ham. And this just gives me hope that Asta's Devil Union mode is going to be pretty epic when we see it. It's going to be just amazing. It's going to be fire. And also in this panel right here, we have Noct. He's observing the two devils. And he's trying to figure out who can actually beat them in the first place. Because right now, Noct knows for a fact that the Dark Triad, although they're powerful, these devils right here, he stated, now this is what Noct has stated, these devils are powerful, more powerful than the dark triad themselves. And so really that makes me think that I just theorized that Asta is going to take down these two devils with the help of Noelle, depending on what happens to because right now he's in like pretty much a room alone with 100% Xenon. Well, he does have languors, but 100% Xenon, that's a whole different animal than 70%. So we just assume that that's going to be, pretty fatal right here. Also, we have him talking to and he's looking like dead gone. Like, I thought I finished this dude, now I got to fight him at 100% power. And I'm really interested to see that. I'm really interested to see how Yuno's new form can keep up with 100% Xenon, because if he can put up a fight, that means that Devil Union Asta is just going to crush the Dark Triad. Like, I know that may be preposterous. You guys may be like, yo, that's a pretty bold prediction. I'm just saying this. If at his new strength and power and form is able to compete and at least put up a fight with 100% Xenon, then our boy Asta should steamroll them with his new Devil Union mode alongside with the anti-magic. And maybe he learned something new about lit swords as well during this time when he was training. Again, guys, we have this new spread right here, this huge spread. Like, you can just about, he really just went off on this chapter. Like, this man was dropping 3 after 3 after 3, just fire. Like, if he was literally hooping, this man would be dropping fire from half court right now. Like, that's just straight up, man. It's just facts. And our boy Asta, he's doing some breathing exercises. We see Libe too as well. So yeah, everything is pretty much setting up for our boy Asta to really just take over at this point. And honestly, he really should. Like, he needs their help. I'm sorry, not he needs their help, but they need his help. Also, I think that he's going to come at the same time with Noelle and the elves as well with that ultimate magic. We have to remember the ultimate magic is pretty powerful. I believe that Lit had used that powerful attack in tandem with, of course, his sword to pretty much destroy Zagreus instantly, if not for Zagreus' healing magic as well. Well, his word soul magic in tandem with healing magic as well that he had that was alongside that. So we just have to remember how powerful these attacks could potentially be. And our boy Lit wasn't even in his prime. He didn't have a grimoire. So we can only assume that Lit is going to be way more powerful, would be way more powerful if he had his grimoire alongside this ultimate magic. And who knows what the elves that were in the Heart Kingdom were cooking up for hundreds of years while they were not necessarily in exile, but just away from, society and just developing their magic. Now, the other theory that I do have is this, and it has a lot to do with Libe and what we actually saw in this chapter. We saw two devils that look very human-like. They look very humanoid, but the other demons just look like animals or monsters. And the weird part about it is that when we saw Libe in the underworld, or rather in like the last level, wherever he was at, he could have been on the first. It doesn't really say what level that he was at in the first place, but he looks very humanoid. He looks like the devils. So my theory is that maybe he's actually related to the high-ranking demons, and because, or rather, I'm sorry, guys, the high-ranking devils. And because he had no mana to begin with, they just threw him down with the rest of the demons. And that's the reason why he was getting abused, because it really doesn't make any sense. We're here. We saw that this first gate had opened, and these two devils that look very angelic and human-like, they're the first ones to come out, and the other demons came out, second. But Libe, he looks like them, and the other high-ranking devils as well. They look very humanoid. Why was Libe thrown there in the first place? What happened to Libe? Why does he look human while the other demons clearly look like animals? But I'm definitely going to make a theory video about that soon. I'm sure the others are going to make it as well, because this is something that just has to be talked about, because Libe, even in the panel I just shown, looks like a little humanoid child, while the other demons look like monsters and animals, as I've said before. So it's kind of peculiar just to see that. So obviously there's more to his origin than what Yuki Tabata has shown so far in the series, and he may be hinting at more in the future. But anyway, guys, that does it for me tonight. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. Also, comment down below and tell me what you guys thought about this video and just the epic spoilers that we've seen so far. It's really amazing. Yuki Tabata, he's really just doing his thing. He's doing everything in his power to propel Black Clover to greatness, and it's awesome to see it. And as always, make sure you guys stay safe out there, and peace.